Hi guys, Nagaraj here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new for this channel, please do subscribe. Today we'll see about the basics on StringBuffer class in Java. In this video, we'll see what is StringBuffer and why StringBuffer will be mutable in nature and whether it is synchronized or non-synchronized. We'll see some of the methods of the StringBuffer, and we'll also see how the buffer the capacity will grow. Stay till end of the videos to get the complete idea regarding the StringBuffer. So before getting to the StringBuffer class, if you didn't watch my previous video regarding the string and string methods, I have already created those two videos, and please go and watch for a better understanding of the StringBuffer class in Java. The StringBuffer is a class which is available in the java.lang package. If you consider string, right, if once the object is created, the value we can't able to modify, but in case of the StringBuffer we can able to modify. That's why it is called a mutable in nature, or you can say it's a modifiable. So it implements some of the interfaces like serializable and char sequence interfaces. So why the StringBuffer is called mutable? Once we create an object of the StringBuffer, right, the value of the StringBuffer we can modify. StringBuffer, I have an object is created. So here I am appending with the append method. I am adding some data here. If I print this value, I am able to get ProTechBeach, because even though I didn't modify the existing object, so it is allowing. But in case of the string class, it is not allowing us to modify the thing. But in case of StringBuffer, it is allowing that, so it is called as immutable. So let's see in the example. I have created StringBuffer object here by passing the ProTech as a text, and I appended some values here. So if I print this value, I used to get the value like ProTechBeach. Here it is, object is got modified. Let me create the same object using the string. So there we will come to know what exactly the difference between the StringBuffer and the string. Created some StringBuffer object with some text. I appended with data. Same object I am printing out here. That is a StringBuffer. But here exactly same string I have created. I am printing the same object. See the difference now. So if I run this program, see in the StringBuffer we get ProTechBeach because it is appended, it is existing object is modified. But in case of the string, it is not modified now. Get the exact data, so I need to assign this value to a particular object. Again, I need to assign it again. Right? If I run this program, now I can able to see both the places of ProTechBeach. So in the string, I can't able to modify the object, but in case of the StringBuffer, I can able to, the string object will be modified if I add some data. That is the meaning of mutable and immutable. So okay, we'll quickly move on to the next features, like the StringBuffer is a synchronized in nature. Why it is called synchronized? Because once you create the StringBuffer object, it is not allowing multiple threads to work on the StringBuffer object simultaneously. That's why it is called as a thread safe. Because once one thread operates on the StringBuffer object, then only it is allowing the second thread to operate on it. Next we'll see some of the constructor available in the StringBuffer class. There are two types of constructor we can observe in case of StringBuffer. The StringBuffer, one is default constructor and one more is the augmented constructor. In default constructor means we are not passing any parameters. By default we will call to the default constructor. But in case of StringBuffer, in the parameterized constructor, there are two things. One is string, it is taking one is for string argument, another integer argument. The StringBuffer initialize its capacity by 16 by default. Okay, if you pass some string data, string value, so then it will specify to the StringBuffer with the specific string will be created. But if you, in this case, suppose in this case, as we have mentioned, like 16 by default it's creating if you didn't pass any parameters. But we can customize it by passing the value here. If I pass some integer 5, then the capacity will be set by 5 now. That's why we can modify it, because here we are passing some integer value, means we are setting some capacity of the StringBuffer object. So we'll see in details like how the capacity, how capacity will grow in case of the StringBuffer. If you didn't mention any object here, right, it will default, it will set by 16. Suppose if you pass some string value, then the content length plus the total capacity of the StringBuffer will be the content length plus 16. So this is the capacity. Now suppose we didn't pass any parameters, but we are added some data. After that, so the capacity will be set like something like previous capacity plus 1 into 2. This is the formula of new capacity of the string buffer. In this example, let me add some of the sys out here so that you will understand better. Okay, let me add some of the plus, let me add the length of it. Let me print out the length of it as b.length. Okay, so it is printing the length for the capacity. Just I want to print out the capacity here. Okay, now we'll see how it exactly works. In the first point we saw that the by default initial capacity will be 16. That we'll see now. Let me comment out this line. Let me don't pass any parameter. Let it call the default constructor now. Okay, now if I run this program, so length is 0 but the capacity, so it is a capacity, right? The length is 0, the capacity is 16. As I mentioned, the default capacity will be 16 now. Okay, so I will add some, I didn't add any parameters but I added some text here, right? If I run this program, the length will be this much. How much? 1 2 3 4 5. The length will be 5, the capacity will be again 16 only, because length is 5. By default it already reserved. Suppose we can say it is a reserved capacity 16, but it has some values 5. So let me add more text here to make sure your capacity. Let me add it. See now the capacity. The formula is something like the previous capacity. Okay, this is the exact formula. The previous capacity almost previous capacity 16 plus 1. So total plus or star 2. Now this will be 34. Okay, this is the capacity actually. So if you see here, suppose if I add some value, if it is exceeding the initial capacity 16, now it will grow by as per this formula. The initial capacity is 16, by default capacity plus 1 into 2 34. That's what we can see here, right? If it is exceed 16, now the new formula, as per this formula, the capacity will be grow. One more point we have mentioned here, right? The content length plus 16. What is this? This is when you pass some text directly here. So let me add ProTechBeach. So now we'll see the length now. So if I run this program, the now initial capacity, it is showing the length is 12 and the capacity is 28. So this is because the another formula I have mentioned, like 12 plus 16. Length of the string, the length of the string is 12 plus 16. Always it will grow like that. So 28. Suppose if you consider one more example, like suppose I didn't add any values here. As I mentioned earlier, it is 5 plus capacity 16. I don't want 16 by default. Suppose if I add 5 here, let me add some more text, ProTechBeach. In this case, we'll see the difference now. So if I run this program, it will give 12, length is 12 and capacity also 12. It will exactly work like this. The previous capacity, how much? Previous capacity is 5 plus 6 star 2. Now it is 12. So this is how the capacity will grow in case of the string buffer. So initial capacity, earlier it was by default 16 it will come, but in this case we have added 5 as our customized capacity. So it is growing like as per the declared value. Okay, finally we'll see some of the methods available in StringBuffer class. So I have listed some of the methods in StringBuffer class. So first one is append, insert, reverse, capacity, delete and replace. So what exactly append will do? Append will do exactly like, so it will append some values. So let me go to quickly move on to this text. So let me add some text here. So ProTech, let me add only the beach. Let me print out this value something like ESP. Okay, if I run this program, this append will just append. Yeah, now we'll see how insertion works in Java, right? So in a string buffer, it dot insert. So it takes some 2 parameters again. So one is like the where exactly we need to insert the data. So let me add 3 and let me use some text as Java. Okay, if I print this value, if I run this program, so I used to get the value like ProTechBeach. Okay, it is not, say it is, we are just inserting the Java, but we are not replacing it. So that is the, we should remember here. The insert, just inserting the data with the specified index, but not replacing with any other text. If I go back to the second one, there is a reverse method. In this reverse method, it is name itself says that if I use the reverse, it just reverses the given string. So in this case I have given ProTechBeach, but it is reversing the given string. Okay, so this is how the reverse method works. Okay, next we'll see delete operation, how delete will work now. Let me go back to the delete operation, sb dot delete. Suppose if you want to delete some text here, right? Assume like I need to delete this text, so just we need to pass some value 3 to 7. So the index will be 3 to 7. So index we need to mention. Suppose if I run this program, sysout, okay, sysout sb, right? If I run this program, see the text will be removed because we need to provide the index of where to where we need to delete the characters of the given string. Next we'll see the replace method. Replace, again it will work similarly like insert. We need to provide the particular index, so from where to where, 3 to, suppose if I give 3 to 5, it will replace with the given string. If I run this program, see the value from 3 to 5 will replace with the Java. Okay, this is how the StringBuffer method will work. So in this video we saw that what is StringBuffer class, why it is mutable in nature, and whether it is synchronized or non-synchronized, some of the constructor available in the StringBuffer class, how the StringBuffer object will grow by its capacity, and we saw some of the methods. Thanks guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any query, please put it in comment section. I will revert back, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, please hit like button. Thank you.